Hi everyone, welcome back to another edition of our Tech Tuesday videos. This is Caleb. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to Google stuff more effectively, how to use Google search engine more efficiently. I feel like this is a topic that is both valuable to teachers and students, right? So for teachers, sometimes we have to look information up. Sometimes we don't have all the answers, and that's okay. But our time is valuable. We have a million things we're trying to get done during the day. And so having better search results, having better skills allows us to get to that information quicker. On the flip side, for our students, they're just now learning how to do research online. And research online is something that is not specific to a subject area, right? All students should know how to use their critical thinking skills to sift through information to find the correct things that they're looking for. And that's all searching is. Excuse me. The tips in this video are just a quick way to help you improve those Google search results. We're just going to cover 5, and even coming up with this video, I had to Google things. And so before I get into it, I do want to give credit. A lot of these tips came from Joseph Hindi. He is a life hack writer, and he put together a list that I'm going to use to help you guys out. So the very first tip, tip number 1, for using Google is keep it simple. Google knows how to search for a lot of things, and this means you don't have to be too specific. If you need something, if you're searching for something, just search it simply. I've seen a lot of kids search for things in long strings of words that they could do by just keeping it simple. They get the same results. So let's say I wanted to figure out where some pizza is nearby. Okay. All I have to say is pizza places nearby. And I can search. And look, I've got my pizza places nearby. Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, America's Pizza Company, LLC. Not sure if that's even open. But I've got my pizza places. And I just did it simply. I didn't have to type in a whole lot of words to get my search results. Tip number 2, use the tabs. So the tabs it's talking about are these tabs at the top of the Google search results. We have all, maps, news, images, and more. More ends up being videos, books, flights, and finance. So let's say I wanted to learn about China. So if I do all, it gives me news stories, websites, videos, pictures, all sorts of stuff. But let's just say I just wanted some images of China. So I go, images. I click that tab, and it's just pictures of China. Pictures in China, pictures of the map of China, all sorts of stuff. But let's say I wanted to look at an interactive map of China. I go to Maps, and now we have here a map of the world. There's China. I can zoom in and look at specific stuff inside of China. Or let's say I wanted news articles about China. I go to the News tab. And so now it'll just give me news articles about China. No other web pages, just news web pages. And so that's pretty neat. And it's a unique way to filter your search results without having to do any changing to what you actually searched for. The second thing I want to show you, the third tip, is use quotes. If you're searching for something specific, you need to use quotes to minimize the guesswork for the Google search engine. If I'm looking for cute cat sweaters and I type in cute cat sweaters, it's going to give me search results that contain the word cute, that contain the word cat, and contain the word sweaters. There are 4,780 results. What I want is search results that contain the phrase cute cat sweater. So to do this, I use quotations. I put quotations at the beginning and the end of my phrase. And so now it only shows me pages for cute cat sweaters. All right. And obviously I'm in the news, so I need to go back over to the all. So there are 34,500 search results for cute cat sweaters. And then if I put my quotations on, again, Now I have just cute cat sweaters. I would say the next tip for you guys, so tip number 4 is using a colon to search for very specific sites. So what do I mean by this? Well, let's say I want to do a search for Dak Prescott. So I do a search for Dak Prescott. I have 6,190,000 results from all over the place. But I want to narrow this down to just one specific website to give me stuff about Dak Prescott. So this time, I have Dak Prescott, space, site, colon, and now I can type in the site. So NFL.com. So now this is Dak Prescott information that only comes from NFL.com. So I went from 6 million down to 13,000. And if you look, NFL.com, 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 they're all coming from NFL.com. It narrowed down my search results for me because I'm only searching for a specific page. Tip number 5, and the last one for today's video, is that you can use Google search to do math for you. I know this is something you may not want to share with your students because they can be kind of lazy and not do math on their own, but sometimes it's very useful if you don't have a calculator handy and you just need to have some info really quickly. So I can type in math phrases and it will do them for me. So let's say I want to do 8 times, use the asterisk, 5 plus 5. So we know in our head that should give us 45, so let's check it out. Hit enter, and wouldn't you know, 45 is my answer, and it pulls up this nifty calculator that I can type in more equations into if I wanted to keep doing math. It's not even for simple things too. Let's say I wanted to look for Planck's constant, right? So look, there's Planck's constant, Googled right for me, all of those numbers that I'm not going to say to you guys, but you see how useful it is. Again, just kind of run through the tips I gave you today. Tip number 1, keep your searches simple. Tip number 2, use the tabs. Tip number 3, use quotations to search for specific phrases. Tip number 4, you can use the colon to search on specific sites. And tip number 5, you can use Google to do math for you. Again, this is a very quick way to give you some information. I always have more Google tips and tricks. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me or Gerald. We're both great at Googling things. It's what we do for you most times when we come to your room. Anyway, if you have any thoughts on future Tech Tuesday videos, or you have any suggestions you'd like to make or questions about previous videos, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We love hearing from you guys. It always makes it easier to create videos for you when we know exactly what you're looking for. That being said, that's the end of the video. I hope you have a great rest of whatever day it is when you watch this, and thank you very much.